Good morning. Todd Clemens from Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. We had a kind of a strange week. We had a fairly decent run on Monday. Of course, we had rain pretty much all day long, and everybody was happy about that. We got a couple inches around Okeechobee, and it was very good. We had close to 700 head there on Monday, and Tuesday the weather was bad again, and prices weren't really all that good Monday, so people didn't bring them in too much there on Tuesday, and we had, I think, more on Monday than we had Tuesday, but we ended up with about 1,400 head for the week, which all in all wasn't too bad. And looking back at last year, on Tuesday this time last year, we had, I think, 275 head. Remember, the COVID was in full force last year this time. But yeah, it seems like we're kind of right back where we were there. The packers are just killing those cattle as fast as they can and boxing them up and moving that meat. The demand's high, exports are high, retail levels, supply is pretty high, and demand is extremely high. So they're moving that meat and getting a lot of money for it. Packer profits are up over $600 a head now again this year, and we haven't seen any increase in our prices down at the bottom level where we are. The producers sure aren't participating in any of that, it doesn't look like. But they're blaming it all on high corn prices, and I don't know what's going on, but we've got corn up there around $6 a bushel now, and cost of gain in the feedlots are extremely high. So these lighter calves now they're just looking for a home out on some grass somewhere, because they'll put 200 or 300 pounds on these calves to try to cheapen that gain up before they put them into the feedlot. And before, in several market reports before, we've been talking about how demand was stronger for the heavier weight calves. And now the heavier weight calves, because they don't have maybe a little room there to go out to grass somewhere, but they're going to end up in a feedlot pretty soon, so the cost of gain there's going to be high, and they've backed the prices off of those higher calves a little bit too, which I'm not real pleased about, but that's where it is. And right now I guess there's not a whole lot we can do about it. There are some legislative bills out there. Deb Fisher has this Cattle Market Transparency Act, and then the other bill from Chuck Grassley there in Iowa, the 5014 rule is out there, and maybe people will get on the bandwagon there and support those bills and try to get something done to hold the packers' feet to the fire a little bit more, where they'll have to come out there and bid on cash prices and negotiated cash bidding, and get some competitiveness back into the cattle market. So, but anyway, enough of that. Like I said, demand was not very strong on feeder classes this week, and the market was, I would say, $5 to $10 lower. I did see a few 500-pound calves this week bring up there around $1.60, and I saw some 4-weight calves on the front end, number one calves, bring up there around $1.70. So I mean, all in all, it's just, we're not giving them away, but we sure wished it was better than that, and we're sure hoping that as these supplies dwindle down and inventory is lower, getting into the this second quarter of the year, that demand will certainly pick up for the live cattle that we have through the ring. So we're hoping we'll see some gain there. Slaughter classes held their value pretty good, even though they were off a little bit too. I'd call them $3 or $4 cheaper. So that's what happened around here in Okeechobee this week. And as far as the high prices, Diane D's, it seems like Tommy and Diane are right there at the top of the line most every week now. They had a 280-pound steer calf that brought $1.84, bought by DNS. And on the slaughter cow side, Jack Johnson from Immokalee. Jack, good job. You had some good cows here this week. One of them weighed 1,150 pounds and brought $72.50, bought by Florida Beef. And that's your market report. Thank you.